Hi friends, welcome to GMK tutorials. Still, if you are not subscribing our channel, so please subscribe our channel for latest videos. Okay, today we are going to focusing on one of the most important topic in image processing. Under the image processing, that is nothing but converting colors from RGB to HSI space. Generally, in the last video, we discussed what is the importance of RGB model and what are the limitations in CMY model and how we are using HSI model and what is the importance of HSI model. So already I covered that video in the our playlist of image processing is also available. You will go through that one if you don't have any basics regarding the HSI and RGB and CMY model. Now it is a time to converting from, if you have a RGB values, if you want to converting that RGB values into HSI space. HSI space means that hue, saturation, intensity. Generally hue means that which describes the pure color. S represents the how much of color is diluted in the white. We can also call it a pure color. So that is nothing but a white color. And I represents the intensity. It is also called as a brightness. We cannot measure that one physically. So that is a just what is meant by H, what is meant by S, and what is meant by I. I think all of you having red, green, and blue. These are primary colors. Okay. Now suppose if you want to converting colors from RGB space to HSI model. So let us consider the given image is a RGB format. The given image in the RGB format. Now if you want to represent the same colors in HSI model, that means that hue and saturation, and intensity. So now H can be represented as H is equal to hue is equal to theta if B is less than or equal to G, and 360 degrees minus theta if B is greater than D. So here we are taking the corresponding hue value with respect to red axis. Suppose if you are taking the red axis, with respect to red axis we are taking the corresponding conversion, where theta is equal to cos inverse of 1 by 2 into R minus G plus R minus B by R minus G whole square plus R minus B into G minus B whole power 1 by 2. So this is purely related with respect to the red axis. It is very important. With respect to red axis we are finding this value. So this is nothing but where hue is nothing but describes a pure color. Okay, hue represents a pure color. Theta is nothing but angle made by the corresponding color with respect to the reference plane. So at the same time, second one is nothing but saturation. S component is given by S is equal to saturation is equal to S is equal to 1 minus 3 by R plus G plus B into minimum of R comma G comma B. So here just you will take the minimum value of these three components. 1 is nothing but a pure color. 1 minus 3 by R plus G plus B into minimum of RGB. It gives rise to the corresponding S value very clearly. So S is equal to saturation. Saturation means that how much of color is diluted in the pure white. Suppose if you are taking one is a pure white, means that the remaining is nothing but color components. So 1 minus remaining color components, which gives rise to the remaining color component present in the corresponding pure color, also called as a white color, where intensity is nothing but average value, where I is equal to average means that we are having a three planes, red, green, blue. So if you are taking the average means that it is the three colors, therefore 1 by 3 of red plus G plus and B, that gives rise to intensity values. This is a scenario how we are going to converting from, if you have RGB values, so with the help of a RGB values we can convert the corresponding components into HSI model, right? So So in our generalization purpose, we can consider the RGB values also in the range from 0 to only. Okay, the range is 0 to 1. We can also call it a normalized range. Okay, as well as the theta is measured with respect to the red axis. So here theta is measured with respect to the red axis. So hue can be normalized in the range from 0 to 1 by dividing the 360 degrees all values in the equation number 2. So that means that actually suppose if you are taking a circular format, so it is nothing but red axis. So there is some point. So this angle made as a H. So if you want to find out the hue means that you can take this value in this direction. So the total angle is nothing but 360 degrees. Therefore, if you are dividing the corresponding angle with 360 degrees, it gives rise to within the range from 0 to 1. So that's why you have to divide the corresponding equation theta value by 360 degrees. You can get the corresponding hue range from 0 to 1 only. As well as the remaining two components, that is nothing but saturation and intensity values also in the range from 0 to 1 because of if you are giving the RGB values, red and green values also in the range from 0 to 1, they obviously these two values also in the range from 0 to 1 only. So this is the way we are converting RGB values into HSI model. Why HSI model is very important means our human eye can observe only few colors like red and green, blue. Apart from red and green, blue colors, there are a variety of colors are available in the nature. So with that color components, we can represent the objects in very good manner that leads to a better identification or maybe recognition that results to segmentation is also very good. So that gives a better results compared to the normal primary colors. So that is one of the best advantage of HSI model compared to the RGB color model. I hope this video is very clear for you. So you can get how we are going to converting this. So this is a procedure. Just you have to completely with respect to red plane, you have to remember this R minus. Every time we are taking R minus. That means if you are taking the reference value is a red plane only. So S is nothing but how much of color is diluted. Diluted means just deviating from the complete white letter version of this. S is equal 1 minus. So if you are subtracting the corresponding color, you can get the remaining color component in that one. Where I is nothing but intensity. Intensity value is nothing but here average value. So that's why you are taking the three planes. That's why average of those three colors gives rise to intensity value. So thank you for watching GMK tutorials. Obviously there is a each and every person are having a suppose sir, if you have a HSI model, how to convert HSI model to RGB color space. So you have to wait for the next video. In the next later video, we will discussing about how we are going to converting from, if you have HSI component, how we are converting from HSI to RGB model. Okay. So thank you for watching GMK tutorials. Thank you.